Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm just gonna be sitting down and talking to you guys. I have a huge and kind of crazy life update, to be honest with you guys. I was supposed to vlog my Wyoming / Nashville trip / Idaho. I went to like 4 different states, honestly, and I couldn't vlog it. I'll explain later. I did vlog it, but I had to stop like halfway through because of some circumstances. But just a lot of crazy things have happened. Good, but mostly bad. My life has just been crazy the past week or so. So let's just get into the video, I guess. I don't really know what to say, honestly. If you guys know, I went to Nashville for a bachelorette trip. It was actually my cousin's fiance's bachelorette trip, and I'm one of her maid of honor. So went there. It was so much fun. I didn't vlog that, honestly, just because we were only there for 2 nights, and it was crazy. It was so crowded, but I loved it. I loved it so much. It was honestly so much fun. So I went there. It was a Friday through Sunday and 7-hour car ride. So drove there, drove back, you know, fun. But so I get back on Sunday. Well, I get back Sunday night actually, and then I have all Monday to unpack and pack for Wyoming and Idaho. So had Monday off, you know, just rested, packed, unpacked, did laundry, stuff around the house, you know how it goes. And then Tuesday morning, I wake up and leave for the airport, and I went to Wyoming and Idaho. So basically I have 2 older half brothers. The brother that I went to see is 40 years old. So like double my age is kind of funny. And he just got engaged. And so my parents and I and my boyfriend went to see their new house. They actually have a house in Idaho. But if you guys are familiar with like out west, I guess, Wyoming and Idaho are literally like 20 minutes apart. Like, it's crazy. So they live in Idaho, but the reason why they want to move out there is to go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is a huge like ski resort place. Like, it's like one of the most like famous places for like skiing, snowboarding like in the world. It's just crazy beautiful. And like, I grew up going to Colorado every single year for like 2 months at a time to go skiing because my parents love to ski. And so yeah, so like my brother does too, and so that's why he moved out there. And they just bought the house, so we wanted to visit them in the summer. Obviously we want to go back and like ski there, because the only place I've skied is in Colorado, which is like right next to Wyoming, but still beautiful. But like, honestly, Wyoming is crazy beautiful. Colorado, like, I love Colorado, it has a special place in my heart, but Wyoming I think takes the cake for me. Obviously I haven't skied in Wyoming yet, so we'll figure that out later. But yeah, so went there to visit them in their new house in Idaho. I'll just tell you what we did really quick, and then I'll tell you the story times that I have. But we get there on Tuesday night. It's a 2-hour time difference, so we get there at like 8 Wyoming time, Idaho time. I think it's called Mountain Time. And then just kind of like relaxed, you know. And then the next morning we went to Yellowstone all day. I'll try and like insert clips and videos and stuff. We went to Yellowstone all day. Yellowstone's huge. If you don't know what Yellowstone is, definitely check into it because it is crazy. It's just a national park, and basically it's a volcano that is underneath all of Yellowstone, and it's just so beautiful. So we went there. So then Thursday we woke up and went ATV riding. I think we rode like razors or whatever, but it was my parents, my boyfriend, and then my brother and future sister-in-law, and we did that all day. And the scenery was just insane. Like, guys, like, we were literally on the mountain in the woods like riding these things, and it was so much fun. I had dust or like dirt all over my face because it's really dry out there. Not to mention the altitude's quite a bit higher than where I live in North Carolina, so kind of was like a little bit harder to breathe, but wasn't as bad as Colorado. So we did that, and it was really fun. Got soaking wet running through like puddles and stuff, but as soon as you get out of it, like as soon as you step out of the ATV, it'll literally, you'll dry in like 3 seconds because it's so dry out there because there's no humidity. So that was really fun. We did that all day. Then we went to like a little concert that a town in Idaho was putting on. It was huge. There were so many people. It was so much fun. Then we played like cornhole and basketball, and it was a lot of fun, but it was so much fun. And then Friday we go bike riding, and we went mountain bike riding, and I've been mountain biking before, but not like on a freaking like steep mountain, you know? And so I was I was kind of freaking out. I was having anxiety all day. I like woke up with anxiety. I don't know why. And I just kind of felt like out of it. And I was like really scared, and I'm not like scared of anything like that. So it was really weird for me to have like this weird feeling in my stomach, but I'll explain why. I think I had it later on. But yeah, we went mountain biking, but me and my mom like did one run and then we were done because I literally had a panic attack on the mountain, and just let everybody else go do their thing so they could do the harder runs, because we were like, we're just gonna sit down and drink and eat, you know, pretty much have fun. And then some stuff happened, I'll tell you later. But then Saturday we ended up, was it Saturday? So yeah, so then Friday and Saturday, I'll explain what I did later in the video when I get to the story times. And then Sunday, the day before we left, my boyfriend and I, and then my brother and future sister-in-law went on the gondola in Jackson Hole. We drove around and looked at these mansions. Like guys, like these mansions that we looked at are like 20 mil, 25 mil, 30 mil, like crazy houses. Not to mention, now I know why Jeffree Star, Kanye West, and all those celebrities like live in Wyoming, because it is so nice. And the houses are so expensive because the land and the houses, it's just crazy expensive, and it's really hard to find a house out there. Yeah, so we rode the gondola, looked at houses, and then that night we went to Four Seasons. I think Four Seasons, it's like a hotel, but we ate dinner there, and I didn't know how bougie it was, but it was the bougiest meal I've ever had in my freaking life. We got like a $125 bottle of wine, and I was like, I felt so out of place. Like, I'm bougie, but like I felt like I was literally like on a Kardashian level, and I'm not cut out for that. So I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, it was so much fun. And then we just went back and packed, and then next morning at 5 a.m. me and my boyfriend got on a plane to leave. So I got here Monday night, had all day Tuesday to relax and rest, and then today I started classes. So that was fun. But let me fix this camera because I feel like it's off-centered. But okay, so basically when I've got a few story times to tell you. So in Yellowstone, when we went on Wednesday, I shattered my phone, and it fell out of my little lululemon fanny pack thing I had like draped across me. It fell out when we were at Yellowstone. Actually, if you've never been to Yellowstone, this might be kind of confusing, but Yellowstone's a huge park, and you have to drive a long ways to get to the next part, if that makes sense. Like, there's so much to see in Yellowstone. Like, you could spend 4 days there and still not see everything. We were trying to get as much in as we could in that one day, so we were like going, and we like stopped at a bathroom at Yellowstone, and I was walking out and I was trying to put my phone in my fanny pack, and it fell on the concrete pretty hard, and I picked it up, didn't look at it, stuck it in my bag, went on, and then we started walking, and people saw a bear, and so we were like watching everybody freak out about it because people were getting in trouble because they were getting too close to the bear, and you're not supposed to do that, obviously. And so we were just like watching, and then I hear my ringer go off, and my ringer's never on. I was like, oh no. Looked at my phone, I'll insert pictures, videos, whatever, completely shattered. Completely, not only shattered, but internally there was like a black spot, a big like black spot all over the screen, so I couldn't really do anything on my phone. And so we called Verizon's immediately because I have insurance, and everybody was closed. Everything in Idaho and Wyoming closed at like 5. It's crazy. So we put one on hold for the next morning. Yeah, so that kind of sucked because I needed my phone for like vlogging, responding to emails. I had like 3 emails that I needed to reply to that were like pretty urgent. And so that was just annoying. I didn't have a phone, but it's whatever. I was barely on my phone the whole trip anyways. So then the next morning we go to pick up the phone, and they're like, oh, you have to file an insurance claim, and they have to send you a new one. You can't just go here and pick one up. And we're like, are you kidding me? Like, why are we paying insurance then? Like, I don't know. It was bad. They were like, yeah, you can't get a phone unless you pay your old phone off, and then you gotta pay like a deductible to get the new one. So we walk out and we're thinking about it, and we're like, okay, they said they could overnight it if we do the insurance claim, but like, what if something happens and it's not overnighted, and then it comes a couple days later when we're not here? I just told my parents, I'm like, I'm just gonna pay for the phone now. Like, I'll literally just pay whatever and figure it out later, because I doubt I can get my money back, because they won't let you buy the phone and then file an insurance claim. It's the stupidest thing ever, and my dad was pissed. And so we just got the phone, had to transfer everything over, and this was the day that we were ATVing, or AT4, I don't even know what you call it, razoring, whatever. This is the day we were doing that. So like all my iCloud was like transferring, so I basically didn't have a phone that day either because I had to be connected to Wi-Fi. But yeah, so got that figured out, but it was like a lot of money. So yeah, I paid a lot of money, but it was fine, you know. It's never happened to me before. Yeah, anyway, so that happened. So then that was when we were razoring. So then the next day we went bike riding, and my brother, my boyfriend, and my dad were all doing like 2 more runs before we were gonna leave. And then my sister-in-law, me, and my mom were like at the resort, whatever. So they were taking a while to come down, and we were like really confused. And I had a weird feeling in my stomach that something wasn't right. So then my brother gets down first, and he looks like kind of like not freaking out, but like you could tell something was wrong. And I was like, great, somebody got hurt, and it's either G or my dad. And so then my dad and G come down, and it was my dad that got hurt. On the mountain, on the like trails that we did, there would be these turns that looked like a skateboard ramp, kind of. It would be like, you know how you have flat land, but then it would go and like curve. And I attempted to do one of those turns, and I had to stop halfway through because I got scared. But my dad had 2 turns left before he could get down to where everybody else was. He had 2 more turns, and on that little turn that was like this, he, I think maybe overcorrected. Something happened. He fell off, knocked the wind out of him, and he had to ride the bike back down because the guys were already gone. Like they weren't like really following each other. They were just kind of like, they would look for each other, but they weren't like riding their tails, you know, because you want to go fast. So he had to ride his bike down. If you get hurt up there, like you have to come down unless somebody can get you help. But like how, you're gonna have to come down eventually. And that's what was freaking me out when I was doing it, is because like if I get hurt, like I have to come down this thing, you know, because you can't walk back up, because you can't walk up a mountain. Like you could, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so he was like, I'm fine, but he was like in a lot of pain. So we got the EMS people that worked at that resort thing to come check him out. They told him, I think, to go to the hospital. And so me and G dropped my parents off at the hospital, like a small one in Idaho where we were staying, where my brother lives. And it was like 5 minutes from their house. So we go there, and then I'm like, nah, like he's fine. Like if he would have broke a rib, he would know it, you know, like he looked fine until he got out of the car and was walking into the hospital. So me, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my boyfriend, we get takeout. We're waiting to hear something. And then my mom calls and says that my dad had broken 4 ribs and punctured a lung, and that they had to transport him to Idaho Falls, which is an hour and a half away from where we were. So that freaked me out. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna lose him. I don't know why, because I don't know. I mean, broken ribs, they heal on their own, you know, but like puncturing a lung, like that's kind of a big deal. I was just freaking out. And especially when they said they were transferring him. So me and my brother got to go into the one hospital that he was in before he was transported to Idaho Falls. And we got to see him for like 5 minutes, and I just like started crying. I was like so upset. He looked miserable. He was in so much pain. And it was awful. It was so scary. And so like I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep really, and it was just awful. But he was in the hospital for I think 4 days, and he got discharged the day I came back from the airport. Yeah, so Monday night. Yeah, so like 3 days. He can't fly for 2 weeks, so me and my boyfriend had to fly by ourselves, which is fine. But we had to fly by ourselves because we had school starting. He's got soccer. So yeah, we had to fly by ourselves because my parents can't fly for 2 weeks because the punctured lung, but it's a really small puncture, so it's fine. But I think it did collapse. I think that's what you call it, collapse lung, but it's like a really, really, really small puncture, thank the Lord. So that's basically what's been going on, and that's why I had to extend the giveaway, because my parents have the giveaway item in their house, which is fine. Like I could totally like go get it and ship it out, but like she's got all the shipping supplies and everything that, you know, ready to go out whenever I pick a winner. But I've just got so much going on. That's kind of why I had to extend it. It's just not really a good time for me to worry about the giveaway right now. And I mean, I've been dealing with so much anxiety. The day I left for the airport, I had a huge panic attack in the middle of the night. I don't know why. Guess because of everything that's going on. But yeah, so that was the big thing that happened. You know, phone is a little thing, you know, whatever, but my dad being in the hospital was the scariest thing that I've ever had to go through. I don't know why, I just felt like I was gonna lose him. And I think that's why I had anxiety that day on the mountain bike, because maybe it wasn't for me, like I thought I was gonna get hurt, that's why I was anxious. But now looking back at it, I think it was like God telling me that something, kind of preparing me. I don't know, does that make sense? I don't know. So yeah, so my dad is good now. He's back at my brother and sister-in-law's house. They have a huge house. It's like 6 bedrooms, beautiful. And so he's just chilling there, and he gets to fly home pretty much a week from now. Yeah, because it has to be 2 weeks from when he got admitted to the hospital. So just because you can't fly with like a collapsed lung. But yeah, he's fine. He's doing good. It's going to be a long road to recovery. He didn't need surgery. They thought he might, but he doesn't. So that's really good. But it's going to take a couple months for him to heal, and so he just has to stay at the house and just chill. But I'm just so thankful he's okay. And like that was so scary, and like for a few days, or like that night, I didn't know if he was gonna be okay, and I was just like freaking out, so upset. And yeah, that's why I had to stop vlogging. Yeah, so all that happened, all is well. He's gonna be okay, thankfully. But it was just really scary. And yeah, so that's kind of why I couldn't vlog, and that's why I had to extend the giveaway, just with everything going on, my dad being in the hospital. That is my like primary focus, and helping them. I have to go to their house and like pay their bills and stuff, and help out with the dog and all that stuff. There was just so much going on, and honestly more that I'm probably forgetting, but it was a great trip. Other than that, beautiful. I love Wyoming. It is stunning. Like when you think of Wyoming and Idaho, you think of like middle of nowhere, like nothing to do, but there's so much to do. I was barely on my phone. My screen time went down from like 6 hours a day to like 20 minutes a day. So there's so much to do, and the scenery is crazy. We saw bears, we saw a bear, we saw moose, we saw elk, we saw so many different animals, eagles. It was just crazy. So the good news is that we bought a house right across the street from my brother and sister-in-law's house, which sounds crazy. Weren't planning on doing that, but there was a house for sale, literally the one right across from where my brother lives, and we were like, wow, that's beautiful. And then my brother got the real estate agent, or the realtor, to come over, give us a tour and talk to us about it. And he was basically saying that it was somebody's vacation home, and that this will go fast because there's literally no houses to buy out here, and if there are houses, they're really freaking expensive. Basically the market's like really high right now. Like everybody wants a house, you know, but there's not enough houses to meet everybody's demand. So we bought it because we thought it could be our vacation house, and my brother and sister-in-law can look over it, since it's literally the one right across the street from them, and it's like 30 minutes to Jackson Hole, so when we go skiing and stuff. And then it's just a great location, and really excited about that. So that's the good news. Yeah, it was just kind of crazy. We bought a house, my phone shattered, my dad broke 4 ribs and punctured a lung, all on vacation. None of that was expected at all. But yeah, so that's the good news. So definitely we'll be going to Wyoming and Idaho a lot now. And I just can't wait. Hopefully I'll get to spend like Christmas there, because I mean it snows so freaking much, and I just want like a white Christmas, you know. I could spend summers there. It's just gonna be so great. So I'm really thankful that we were able to get that. Yeah, so that's it for my crazy life update. I think have to go to my nail appointment now, so I'm gonna end this video off, but it's kind of what's been going on in my life. Thankfully my dad is okay. He's gonna be okay. Just keep him in your prayers if you can, for a fast recovery. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If I'm a little absent, that's why. I have been absent because all my videos that you guys have seen were pre-filmed, like before Nashville. So before the like 5th. Yeah, before the 5th of August, and I'm filming this on the 18th. So I haven't filmed in 13 days. So yeah, I love you guys, and I will hopefully see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.